This is the Rowley long-nosed upholstery stapler or pneumatic stapler. It's long-nosed in that it has a 1 7/8 inch nose, which is wonderful for getting into tight corners of cornice boards or perhaps the inside of your chair. The other stapler that we carry is a short nose. It has a 1/2 inch nose length. Still wonderful for upholstery, still a great stapler, just a little bit harder to use on the inside of chairs. A little bit of anatomy about your gun. This is the trigger. If you pull this trigger once it's hooked up to your air hose, it is going to send a staple out the end of the shaft. On the opposite side is the latch to open up the magazine where you put your staples in. And of course, this is where your air hose would hook to. The very first thing you want to do when you get your staple gun is to oil it. So if you take the oil that comes with the stapler, put 1 drop right in the end where the gun hooks to the air hose, and then you want to hook it back up to your air hose. You want to point this away from you and pull the trigger a few times. What that's going to do is disperse that oil through the gun. All that oil is going to stay inside the gun, so you don't have to worry about it getting on your hands or on the upholstery fabric that you're working with. One thing I did neglect to mention is there's a safety on this gun. This little latch right here that you see turns, it swivels. If it's directly in line with that trigger, it will not allow you to pull that trigger. So you do need to move it out of your way to be able to depress to have a staple ejected. To load your stapler, turn it upside down. Notice it is not hooked to the air hose. The staples are going to come in a C shape. You want to lay them on their back right in that chamber and then just close the magazine very quickly. This magazine carries about 160 staples, which is just over a full staple pack. We carry staples in 1/4 inch up to 5/8 inch long. They are our Series 71 staples, and they come in both a 22 gauge fine wire galvanized metal and also a stainless steel staple. The stainless steel staples you would want to use for outdoor use. There are a few parts in here that with wear may need to be replaced. If you had this hooked to your air hose and you depress the trigger, of course with no staples in here, you would see that there's a metal shaft that comes out on the inside. That's what actually pushes the staple out. That's called the pusher. Behind the pusher is the pusher spring, and then there's a gasket behind that. Just with normal wear and tear, this may wear out. We do have these for a nominal price that we can replace with a $15 labor charge, or we can send the pieces to you along with instructions to replace them yourself. This is a great air stapler to have if you're doing any kind of upholstery. It's a lightweight tool, weighs less than 2 pounds, and it has a very, very quick release magazine latch on it so that you can reload quickly.